Well, hello, Divi Nation, and welcome to a brand new Divi use case live stream where each week we show you how to add new design and functionality to our Divi websites. And in this use case today, I'm going to be showing you how to design sticky bars for your products, specifically your product pages. In Divi with WooCommerce, this is a great way to set those CTAs apart and keep them in the forefront for your visitors. Don't forget to check the video description for more information on this use case live stream. And let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So as you can see on my screen right here, I just have a little preview of what you can expect on this live stream today. But before we go into that, I do want to get a quick check from you guys, make sure my live stream is coming in okay, nice and clear, and that you can hear me. So give me a thumbs up. Also, let us know where you're from. Hello, we already have some people saying hi from Spain. Bonsoir. I'm assuming that's from somewhere in France, maybe. I don't know, but welcome. And Dare from Nigeria. Hello, welcome, Pauline. Nice and clear. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, we are ready to go, I believe. Let's check on Facebook. Looking like we're good on there as well. All right, so let's jump in. Hopefully we'll learn a lot together. Don't be hesitant to ask any questions in the chat. Also, if I can't answer it, hopefully someone who's with us, who's joining us right now can help as well. So feel free to chime in. Don't be shy. As you can see on my screen, here's a little preview of what we're going to do. This is a, excuse me, this is a product page that has been designed using the Divi Builder. This is a WooCommerce product page. And as you can see, when I scroll down, or before I scroll down rather, you can see that this dark bar here has the t-shirt, which is the title or product title, and the product price here, and then the add to cart button. And these are actually Woo modules that have been added to this bar up here using the Divi Builder on the back end. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But the cool thing about what we're going to do today is that as I scroll down, you'll see that that bar remains sticky at the top once it reaches the top of the or actually right below our menu there, our fixed menu. It remains sticky, which is cool because it will remain visible to users at all times and keep that add to cart button at the forefront throughout the buy process, or actually to boost conversions and help the buy process, which is going to be helpful. And this will work on desktop and mobile as well. And that's our first fixed bar we're going to do. If I click the add to cart button, you'll notice the second fixed bar will pop up, and that is the cart notice there at the bottom. It's kind of hard to see with my face in the way, so let me move it over here a little bit. And there you can see the cart notice module actually has been turned into a sticky bar as well. So when I scroll up and down, you see that one stays in place. And of course, that one shows up whenever you successfully add an item to your cart. And this is, again, also going to help boost conversions because we definitely want the buyer to click on that view cart button to continue the buy process if they want to do that. So that's a little sneak peek. Don't forget to check the video description for a link to this blog post that went out this morning, and this will go into greater detail as to the step-by-step process. Also, it will include all the code snippets that I'll be going over as well. So make sure and check that out. To get started, really, only thing you're going to be needing is Divi and WooCommerce. You'll definitely need to have WooCommerce installed. None of the Woo modules will show up without WooCommerce installed because they are dependent upon those, obviously. But you also want to add a few products or create a few products. I created a few products using WooCommerce's mock product data. But whatever it is, just create a simple product so that you'll have a working model up and running so you can do the tutorial. And this one here, and this is just simply a product that I created as mock content. And you can see that it has a title, it has on my Divi page settings here, I have the no sidebar for my page layout. And you can also click to use full width if you want. Obviously, you can keep the right sidebar, but the difference between, if you don't know, the difference between no sidebar and full width is that you'll have, for no sidebar, it'll keep kind of your max width of your Divi builder content to about 1080 pixels. And in other words, it won't span the full width of your page, no matter what you do in your settings or anything like that. So make sure, if you want a true full width, to select full width from here. And then for the rest of my product setup, I just simply have a product image here, a product price under my product data. This is a simple product. Product price, let's see, I have some attributes, just one, a color. And let's see what else I have. I enabled reviews for my product. And I think that's about it. There are some products that share this category, which will show up in related products on my product page. So, but in general, it just is a simple product. And I went ahead and deployed the Divi builder on a product. And when you do that, by default, it will show up like this with all of these, with this default layout, with all of these Woo modules already in place for your product. Don't really have to do anything. This is just how it shows up. And it's just ready for you to start editing and customizing your product page layout however you want using Woo modules. And you can even use Divi modules with dynamic content, pulling in Woo dynamic content as well. So right now this is on the kind of the back end. But let's go ahead and click build on front end so we can see what it looks like. And let me jump over in the comments, make sure everybody's hearing me okay. Hello, welcome Irfan from Pakistan. Marcin, I believe, from Poland, hello. And hey, Raquel, one of our very own from the Elegant Themes team. Thanks for joining us. All right. All right, so we already got a question. Some people are arriving late, wondering what this is all about. So let me go ahead and just do a quick plug here. If you are just joining us, I am showing you how to create sticky bars for your Woo product pages in Divi. And just to kind of give you a sneak peek of what we're doing, let's see. We are adding sticky bars to the top and bottom of our Woo product pages. And this is to, keep the items at the forefront for users. So as you scroll up and down the page, let me just go ahead and, I lost my little mock, my finished example here. So I'm just gonna have to go get it real quick just to show you. So I'm gonna show you the finished product here. So as I scroll down, you see that this fixed bar, and it's not quite in the right spot because I'm on the back end and I have my dashboard here, but I'm gonna use it in an incognito window here. Show you what it looks like. So this is our finished product, making sure everybody is on the same page. So there's my sticky bar. It keeps the product price, title, price, and add to cart button at the forefront. And when I click on the add to cart button, there's my sticky cart notice there at the bottom that stays in place as well. So that's what we're doing. And right now we have basically created a new product, and we deployed the visual builder. And let me go ahead and go back to editing my product here. Let me go ahead and update it. All right. Oops. Okay. So let me go ahead and enable the visual builder here. And it's looking like I might have copied and pasted I'm using the wrong example. Excuse me, everyone. So I'm gonna go back to my products and let me go ahead and edit this one. All right. Is this the right one? Nope. I apologize for the delay. One moment. There it is. Okay. All right, so now basically I am editing a new product or a product that I've already built actually, but I'm going to show you how to, create a a sticky bar for this WooCommerce product. And so the first thing I want to do is look and build it on the let's see. I apologize because I want to make sure and start from scratch so you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. So brand new, starting from scratch. Sorry for the delay there. I'm just going to start from scratch. Add a t-shirt. All right. So I'm going to click to use the Divi builder. Add some mock content. All right, so here it is. Let's just kind of add some mock content in here. So my product short description, my product long description in here, and I haven't deployed the Divi builder yet. So I'm just setting up the product, let's go ahead and give my product a category. It'll be more helpful this way, starting from scratch. And then for the page layout, let's go ahead and include no sidebar. And for my price, I'm gonna keep it a simple product. Let's just make it $20. All right, and I don't really need, we can just add an attribute. Let's just go ahead and add the color attribute. Save that one. Okay. And let's add the values. All right, just so we can have something to work with. And for the advanced, make sure to enable reviews if you want to do that. All right, now for my product image, and let's go ahead and add one of those over here in the bottom right. Can be anything. Let's just make it a t-shirt. All right. There's my product image. All right, I'm going to go ahead and publish it. And this is what it looks like on the front end. All right, so everyone knows what that looks like. But now I want to use the Divi builder. And again, this is going to deploy the Divi builder layout of a product page with all of our Woo modules available. And so I'm going to make sure and click to build on the front end here. and this is what I'm afraid of. So I think I did something wrong. So right now, this is not working as it's supposed to. So I'm going to have to show. I apologize. All right. I think I realized what's the problem. I had the wrong installation of Divi. I changed it at the last minute. All right, that's what my problem is. All right, now let's refresh. I apologize for that delay, but I figured out the problem, everyone. Make sure and have a updated version of Divi. That one was not the right one, and it was causing issues with the Woo modules. So I'm so sorry about that. So here's what, just a real quick, if I go to edit it on the back end, here's what it looks like on the back end with all of our Woo modules. And now I can click to edit it on the front end. All right. So as you can see, this one here is my Woo cart notice module. This is my Woo title module, price module, and so on. So what I want to do is create a sticky bar. So what I want to do is add a new row right underneath this row here. And that'll be my sticky row, if you will. And I'm going to give it a 1 column row because we're going to use some display flex to make our items align horizontally. So, all right, let's go ahead and add a Woo title. And as you can see, there's my Woo title. And let's go ahead and save that. And I want to add another one. Let's go ahead and add let's go. So as you can see right here, I'm having a hard time clicking that plus icon. So I'm just going to toggle over to my wireframe view mode. And right under my Woo title, I'm going to add a price module. So Woo price. And then right under that one, I'm going to add the add to cart, Woo add to cart module. So those are the 3 modules that are going to make up my sticky bar. Let's go back to my desktop view. You can see right now they're stacked on top of one another. So to design my sticky bar, I'm going to go to my row settings now that we have our modules in place. And let's go to my background here. I'm going to add a dark background. And let's make it, I guess, a dark gray. Let's do 333. There you go. And let's go ahead and go to our design settings, making sure you can see this. Set our gutter width to 1. So it basically takes out any margin between our modules there. And let's set our width to 100% so that it spans the full width there. And let's add some padding here. I'm going to get rid of the default padding by setting my top one to 0 and bottom to 0. That looks good. Let's go ahead and make the row sticky. To make our row sticky, we're going to use the position sticky CSS attribute there. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's go to our advanced tab. And let's go to the custom CSS box. And under the main element, we're going to paste in our code. And it's going to throw up a few errors here, but don't freak out because that's actually not an error. It's just showing that, and I believe it may be a WordPress issue. I'm not sure why it's throwing up the error there, but it will work. There's 3 lines of code. The first one is the position, and this is the prefix WebKit sticky, so that it's more browser supported by more browsers. And then this one here, position sticky, important. And that's the only thing that's needed to make this item sticky. But I added this top position of 50 pixels as well, because I'm accounting for the fixed menu or header up there on desktop. So in order to change that for tablet, since on tablet we won't have a fixed menu at the top, let's go ahead and change that top position to 0 pixels for tablet, and that'll take care of that. All right, so that's how we make our row sticky. Real simple CSS snippet there. But I do want to make sure that it's visible on above all the other content. To do that, I'm going to go to, still under row settings, I'm going to go to my visibility option there, and I'm going to increase my z-index to, I don't know, like 10, something like that. And then let's go ahead and save that out. And right now my items aren't aligned like I want them to, and I need to design my little my Woo modules there. So, but in order to organize my, they're in a 1-column row, but in order to organize them from left to right, I'm going to use display flex. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's easier to keep things kind of aligned and centered, and also it will stay in place on all browser widths. Even on mobile, it'll keep that 3-column layout. So to do that, I'm going to go to content under my row settings again, but I'm going to go to my column settings, and then I'm going to go to my advanced tab, go to custom CSS, and I'm going to enter the main element for my column. I'm going to add display flex and align items center. All right, and you'll see what that's going to do. All right, so there, actually you can't see my title, but that's my title right there. And then my price, and then my add to cart module. So the 3 items are now horizontally organized and also vertically centered, which is important. It's also a good way to create like a horizontal custom menu or anything like that, or a contact form, things like that, to align them horizontally. All right, so let's save that out, and let's go ahead and edit our Woo title. Oops. There it is. Click on my Woo title there. And let's go ahead and give it a title text color. Let's just make it white because we can't see it. There we go. And I do want to add a custom size. Let's go ahead and make it 28 pixels on a desktop. And then for tablet, let's make it 20 pixels. This is important because we need room on mobile as well. And then on phone, let's make it, I think 18 or 16. Let's make it small. All right, so there's our title on mobile. Let's go back up and let's go to our sizing. Let's make it, give it a custom width of 30%, because we're kind of making our own custom columns here. So this module is going to be 30% of the containing the row. And then I want to add some custom padding as well. So I'm going to give it custom padding of 2 VW, which is the viewport width, or 2% of the viewport width, and then 2 VW on the left and right. I'm going to save that out, and we're going to do something similar to our Woo price module here. Let me deselect that one. All right, so for our Woo price module, we're going to change our price text size. Let's kind of do the same thing, make it 28 pixels, and on tablet, let's make it 20 pixels, and on phone, let's make it 16. Let's give it the same width, 30%. And if you're doing your math, that means we have about, well, we have exactly 40% left because we've taken up 60% so far with our 2 modules. And then let's add the same padding here of 2 VW all the way around our module. And let's go ahead and add a border. This is a good way to make a kind of divider between each of these elements. I'm going to add a left border. And let's just make it white for now. And let's make a white border as well. There's my 2 borders, acting like dividers for my content in my bar. And let's go ahead and save that out. And let's jump into the last module here, which is our add to cart module. Let's go ahead and edit that one. Let's bring my settings over here. I'm gonna simplify my button or my module here by not showing my quantity or my stock. Actually, I'm gonna show my quantity field, but let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and go for tablet. Let's go ahead and take it off. That way we get more room for tablet and mobile. We'll show it on desktop, but hide it on tablet and phone. Then let's go to our text alignment here. And let's go ahead and make it right aligned. And that's not doing anything because I haven't changed my width, but it will. All right, and let's go to sizing. Or before I do that, let's do button. Let's use custom styles for that button. And let's make the button text customized. Let's do 18, let's keep it 20 on desktop, but for tablet, let's make it 18. And then for phone, let's go ahead and make it 16. Actually, do 14. Make it nice and small. Because we're trying to make enough room for mobile for those 3 columns to still show up nicely. And then for the button text color, let's go ahead and make it white. And then for the background color, let's choose this one. Copy and paste it in here. There you go. And let's take out that border. All right, looking good. And I think just want to make sure and set my sizing now. And remember, we have our first 2 is 30% for each of those modules. The last one is going to be 40%. Let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. As you can see, now it's going to be aligned to the right nicely. And all we need to do is add some padding. And for this one, I'm just going to add it to the left and right. All right, so there you go. Let's check out what that looks like on desktop. All right. Let's save it out. And let's exit the visual builder so we can see what it looks like on a live page. There you go. And it's sticking nicely at the top there. All right, so let's do our second one, which is really easy to do. And that's our cart notice sticky bar there. And I'm actually going to leave that one, and we're going to create another one, kind of like having a backup, if you will, just in case. I'm going to create a new row here at the bottom of the page because that's where we want to add our cart notice. Woo cart notice module. And then let's go ahead and make our row full width. So I'm going to go to my row settings, change it to 100%. And let's go ahead and take out the padding. And oh, I almost forgot. We need to make it sticky. So To make our row sticky here, let's go ahead and first, let's take out our gutter width so it has no margins. And then let's go to Advanced tab, and we're going to add the same snippet. The only difference is now we're going to change the position of our sticky element. So I'm going to add our position sticky property, but this line here at the bottom says bottom 0 pixels. So that's where we're going to stick it at the bottom there. So let's go ahead and make sure that, and again, ignore those errors because they don't mean anything. It's still going to work. And we also want to set the visibility z-index to 10 as well. And let's save that out. And really, that's pretty much it. I can go into my Woo Cart Notice module settings to change the text, or the margins, I should say. Let's go to spacing, and let's take out the bottom margin that's there by default, and we can do the text size, change the text size to make it more mobile friendly. For example, let's on phone, let's go ahead and make it let's go to make it, where is it? Oh, that's text color, sorry. Let's do text size. Here we go. And for phone, let's go ahead and make it 15 pixels. All right, let's save that out. And let's go ahead and check out what it looks like on the live page. All right, it's not, let's go ahead and refresh. All right, so let's see, as I scroll down the page, let's go ahead and look at it in incognito because I have that admin bar up there that's kind of messing up my positioning. So let's go ahead and view it in an incognito browser so you can see. So I'm not logged in. All right, so I'm gonna scroll down. You can see it sticks at the top, which is nice. And I'll click the Add to Cart button, and there's my cart notice at the bottom there that's gonna stay stuck as I scroll up and down the page as well. But if you notice the position sticky property, it will only take effect when actually you reach that item on the page. So if I scroll all the way up the page, notice it's not stuck at the top because that's the difference between position sticky and position fixed. It's not going to be fixed on the top of the browser no matter what. It's actually a combination of position relative and position fixed. It's called position sticky, and it will only become stuck once it reaches the top of the page, or an offset that you put. In this case, it's 50 pixels offset. All right, so let's take a look at what it looks like on mobile. So here it is. Oh, as you can see, this is a problem because it's not spanning the full width. And the reason is because I don't have, for this particular product, let's go back to it. I'm going to edit the product on the back end, and you see how I have no sidebar for my page layout. I'm going to select full width. I'm going to update that, and that should fix it. Let's go ahead and look back at our incognito browser here. All right, let's go ahead and inspect it. All right, so now as I scroll down, you'll see there's the bar at the top. This is actually on an iPhone 5 view here, but as you can see, the bar will stay sticky, which is nice. And when I click the Add to Cart button, it will show up at the bottom and remain there on mobile as well. As you can see, it's a great way to boost conversions and things like that. And I apologize, I've been ignoring your comments here, so I'm going to jump back in here because we're pretty much done. Let's see. All right, looking at the comments, looks like it's been helpful for a few of you. San Jiwa says, "Wow, needed that. Awesome. That looks good. Glad to help." Uncle Social says, "I wish this was stuck or at the bottom so that it didn't hide the navigation, especially on mobile." Okay, so yeah, to do that, you would simply just change the position in the CSS from the top to the bottom. And again, if you give it an offset, it won't. Actually, yeah, I see what you're saying. It will hide the navigation on mobile. You would have to, yeah, I see your point, and that's something you'll need to consider whenever making it sticky on mobile. But good point, Uncle Social. Best to put it at the bottom then, if you want to make sure and not hide the mobile menu. Another option would be to make the mobile menu fixed and then give this an offset as well. That's always an option as well. Uncle Social says also would be cool to have some Skillshare courses on Divi that cover things like flex, VW length units, etc. Because he wants to download this into his brain. Yes, that would be helpful. Thanks for the suggestion. In the meantime, we do have some blog posts that do cover things like that, but it would be nice to kind of target those things as well in a more, all in one place kind of thing. Mystics asked to upload it to YouTube because he or she missed a part of the video. It will be loaded to the blog post that went out. It will be added to the blog post later on. So it will always be available on our YouTube channel and on Facebook as well. So yes, you'll be able to review the video at any time. And look at there. Uncle Social already answered the question, and I'm repeating him. Okay, so thank you for that. I have not, Uncle Social again says, I have not had a reason to use Divi and WooCommerce yet. Are you able to design different layouts for each product without any problem? Could be handy for a small niche store. 6 items. Yes, but thankfully, with our upcoming Divi 4.0 release this week, actually, you're going to be able to, apply this kind of thing on all of your WooCommerce product template or on your WooCommerce product template so that it can be applied to all the products at once. So be looking forward to that. Yes, currently in this tutorial, it is on a per product basis, but that will change, thankfully. Any sneak peeks are coming up? Well, Divi 4.0 is coming, so hopefully that will be the main one everybody's looking for with the theme builder. We're all excited about that. All right. Yes, and also good point. The position sticky is acceptable on. I'm pretty sure it's acceptable on all browsers. The only one I do have a doubt about is old version of Internet Explorer or Edge, but pretty much it is a accepted CSS property throughout all browsers. So, all right, any questions? Let's see. Derek on Facebook says, "This is great. Love this. Awesome. How can you, Robin asks, how can you add more tabs to the product page? For example, product details tabs, description, etc." Good question. I can do that since we're pretty much done. I'll just take a moment to show you how to do that. Let's go ahead and build on the front end here. And what you're looking at doing is, for example, if actually, I might be misunderstanding what you mean. How can I add more tabs? Oh, if you're referring to the Woo tabs module, let's go ahead and see what that is. So this is the default Woo tabs module. So if I click on here, the only tabs that are available here are the description, additional information, and reviews. That's because this is default to WooCommerce. This is, pulling this dynamically. This is the Woo tabs element pulled from WooCommerce. So we're basically tapping into that and, allowing you to add styling and things to it. So you can't really, using this module, add more tabs. But what you could do is, for example, use a Divi tab, a regular Divi tabs module, and then add your WooCommerce content in there dynamically. So right now, this is my, let's go ahead and back here, let's say for my first tab, I want this to be, my descriptions or whatever. So I can add a dynamic element here and just pull in my product. Actually, all I need to do is add descriptions or description. And then for my content here, I'm just going to click the dynamic icon, and then I'm going to pull in the product description here. And there you can see I've added it dynamically to a tab. And now with this setup, I can add as many tabs as I want. So this is how you would do that, Robin. Hopefully that is helpful to you. For example, this one, I could add, the additional information. And then pull in the additional information product or dynamic content. Save that out, and you can see there's the additional information, but it has nothing in there currently. But I hope this answers your question. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. If there aren't any more questions, kind of taking a long time on this one. Had a minor hiccup in the beginning. All right, so that's all I have for you this week. Thanks again for joining us, everyone. Please be sure to subscribe to our blog newsletter, our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook. That way you don't miss out on any future use case live streams or freebie layout packs we'll be throwing your way. In fact, our next live stream should be next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so be looking forward to that. But our next live stream is actually this Friday, which is the WP Roundup at 3 p.m. Eastern. So check that out. And you can also check out the video description for more information on how you can contribute to our Elegant Themes blog. And that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks again for watching. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.